Hello, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Who Bulletin. This is our post Doctor Who episode spoiler review, and today is a spoilery one, so do be warned. If you haven't seen the episode, please go away until you've seen it, because my god, I mean, you're already going to get spoiled by the chat. There's so much to spoil in this episode. Like, please, oh my god, stay away. So today we're going to talk about my thoughts on the Interstellar Song Contest, the latest episode of Doctor Who, which has just aired on BBC iPlayer and Disney Plus worldwide. Sorry, it is. I'm still not getting used to these early times, man. Usually get a chance to freshen up a little bit before these streams, but we're just jumping right into it. Before we talk about our thoughts and opinions on this episode, we're going to do a hoodle, as we always do. That's our routine. We warm up into the stream and then we talk about the episode. Then we'll talk full spoilers about the episode, because there are a lot of spoilers in this one. Two big ones, I think. But we'll talk about that in due course. In the meantime, let me know what you think. I'm going to try and say hello to everyone. There's a lot of people here, so I'm going to really try my best. But welcome to everyone in the chat. Careful Trouble 8, Abbas Nunau, Skull Exox, probably butchered that, Michael, Dr. Master, Mr. Scarlo, Craig Shipway, Bradley TV, Ethan DJC, Master Quentus, The Underhenge, Vanderers Who, Trippy Intellect, welcome, the LR94, Paul Malley, so many of you, Nigel Stockley, Trek Matt, Protagonist Ivy, welcome Ivy, hope you're doing well, hope you enjoyed that, Mark Fernkopf, Leo Dawson, Adam Grattan, Dallum Reviews, and everyone else who is watching currently. We're going to jump right into a hoodle, and then we'll get, actually, should we just talk about the episode? I feel like we need to talk about the episode, because everyone's dying to know, like, what the fuck was that? Okay, so, look, let me get this out there right away, right? We've got, again, spoilery stuff, right? Spoilery stuff. Let's talk about the spoiler. Let's just, like, air what that is, so I feel like I can just say it to get it out of my mouth. I will say before we do this, by the way, there is a little message which is pinned in chat, and I would like to specify this. If you spoil anything in this chat, for anyone watching today, and myself included, from leaks or spoilers for the next 2 episodes, you will be immediately banned, unfortunately. We don't want that sort of stuff here. We like to try and keep this a relatively good... Oh my god, Trippy, my guy! Thank you to Trippy Intellect for gifting 10 memberships. I still haven't got like a fun little animation for that on screen yet, but to all of you receiving memberships from Trippy Intellect, thank him very much for that gift. Incredible. As a member, what does that get you? You get exclusive emojis in the live stream chats. You get priority reply in all the comments of the YouTube videos. And, believe it or not, we've got 1 video a week coming out now. We're actually making YouTube content again, guys. And members get to see that early. So, this week's video, when it is done, and as soon as it's uploaded to YouTube, whether that be in the middle of the night or early in the morning, you'll get it a few days before everyone else does. So being a member, it's a good time to be a member. And you can thank Trippy Intellect for that, because if he hadn't gifted fucking 15 members last stream, I wouldn't be as inclined to be doing something to earn those memberships, let's say. So thank you very much to Trippy for gifting you all with members. Very, very nice to see, and that is absolutely beautiful. Thank you also to the fact that there's 89 people watching. Holy shit! Welcome! I know, I'm actually making YouTube videos. It's crazy. We're back in 2018 here. Yeah, I've got a big list of stuff. Got weekly content coming out. It's very exciting, but for now, we're talking about the episodes. So, Susan and the Rani. I didn't think I'd be saying those fucking words. I have my criticisms, though. I will say, I know everyone's very excited, and we will talk about this. I didn't really love how they went about the Rani thing. In fact, I actually would go as far to say as it's my least favourite part of the episode. And I really didn't like the reveal. But I love that the Rani's back. I hated the reveal. I mean, in the world of... I mean, I was saying going into this episode, it's like, this is going to lead into the finale, right? I thought we'd get some sort of twist. I thought we'd get some sort of twist. Because, like, do you know, I'm thinking like Utopia, right? We have a normal episode, kind of big high stakes, yada, 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 and then bang, Time Lord reveal. And it's massive, and it was amazing, and it's massive. Dude, you know, the music ramps up and all that sort of thing, and the Doctor finds out, he knows it's the Master, he comes running down the corridor, fucking music is up here, it's amazing, it's exciting, it's brilliant. And then, with this, the Doctor fucks off, and the TARDIS explodes, and whatever that was. And then we get like a sort of mid-credit scene, where the Rani just reveals herself to these two random characters that we're never going to see again and aren't really that important. And Mrs. Flood, again, Anita Dobson, love you, you're amazing. But, again, it was so janky. Like, she comes out and it's like, it feels like buzzword after buzzword for me. It was like, she comes out and she goes, wow, that destroyed my double brainstem. That's lethal for a time lady. And then suddenly, regeneration effects, before you even get a chance to think about, oh wow, she's a Time Lord, that's new information. Oh wow, she's regenerating, this is crazy. Before you can even process that, wham, bi-generation effect again. And you're like, okay. and then immediately after that, oh yeah, well actually we're called the Rani, and this is a Rani, but I'm the Rani now. And it's like, okay. Like, I love that she's the Rani, but my reaction wasn't like, oh shit, it was like, oh yeah, that's what everyone theorised her to be from the very beginning. I mean, it always is the same with Doctor Who. Unfortunately, whenever you introduce a mysterious woman, every Doctor Who fan thinks it's the Rani, and this was no exception. And it kind of makes sense. Again, she's a time lady who meddles with science. She's very like scientific. She's playing around with all these things. She's admiring the Vindicator, all that sort of thing. What's she using it for? Who fucking knows? How is she hopping around? Who knows? Maybe she's got a TARDIS. Hopefully we see that TARDIS. That would be lovely. But I just was like, my initial reaction was just like, okay. I think it was like, that's cool. I love that she's like, I'm excited now for the finale to see what they do with the Rani. But I was disappointed as to how the reveal went down, and that doesn't give me hope. After such a strong season, from episodes 1 through 5, I've loved. I thought genuinely up there, top tier Doctor Who, brilliant season. And this episode was solid. Not my favourite, really not my favourite, but it was solid. I enjoyed it. And then you get to the ending, and then the Rani comes out, and it's like, it's so quick. I mean, it's over and done in like 20 seconds. I mean, yeah, you're talking like half a minute from when she jumps out of the cryogenic pod to like regenerating, and it's like, there's just too much new information. Let it build! We knew she was in this episode. We should have had Mrs. Flood sort of slowly building through this whole episode in the background. Because the episode wrapped up around 20 to 30 minutes in. There was still another 15 minutes left. We knew there'd be something. And there was some good stuff in there. I don't know. Do you not think, like, look, if I literally go to the scene. Oh dear, hang on. If I go to the scene, like, I'm going to mute it, but like, is she, like, genuinely just go like, mentions she's a time lady, and then like regenerates. I'm not going to play it because I'll get copyrighted, but it's so quick that it's like, you don't get time to enjoy it. You don't get time to really take in what's happening. She's just like, walks out of the pod, oh, my brainstem's are fried. Oh, Time Lord, yeah. And then before you can even process the brainstem line, it's like, dangerous for a time lady. Oh, okay, Time Lord. And then bi-generation again. Now, I didn't mind the bi-generation with 15. Why are we making this a fucking regular thing now? Why is this the norm now? That's what I don't get. What are the chances that like the Rani would bi-generate as well as the Doctor? And it makes me fucking worried, because what happens when Shooty goes? Is he going to bi-generate again? Like, I just worry. I worry. And I don't know what the dynamic is here. It's very strange. It's very strange. The Susan stuff, on the other hand, I thought was well done. I said it's a bit camp, but I enjoyed it. I thought the Susan stuff was great. When that first happened and he's in space and he sees her, that was brilliant. But then she keeps appearing, and that was my sort of problem, is it's sort of too obvious. Because and as much as I loved it, and I love seeing Caroline Ford again, and it's crazy that we're getting some Susan stuff. I knew we'd probably get her towards the end of this season because we were teasing it last season. But with Susan rocking up, a lot of it was just like her on the TARDIS doing like promo shoots, being like mewing. I don't know. I know that's not the right word for it, but it felt like she was just kind of rocking up and going, yeah, like a Big Brother VT, right? She was just like real weird close-ups going, grandfather, grandfather, mew. Like, it's so weird. But yeah, I did enjoy that, but it was like it's like kind of peak camp, and I love seeing that she's back, and I'm assuming she'll be in the finale now. Susan looks maxing on the TARDIS. I think that she will be in the finale with the Rani, and then here's where you get my problem, right? Because we got Conrad, we've got Susan, we've got the Rani, we've got all this, and it's like, we've only got 2 episodes left, and I just don't think we're going to be able to do it now. I'm worried there with the landing. Yeah, and if it is the Rani, what's with the fourth wall breaks? Good question, Giorgio. I don't know what that's about. I think it's just, it's almost like nothing is thought through properly, where it's like, and again, I love it. I don't want to criticise it too much, because I have been really enjoying this. Musing Formaxing. Get this, mate, is a meme. Oh, so the Unleashed clip is good, apparently. So let's go over to Unleashed, because we didn't get a next time trailer. I'd be so interested to see. And we'll circle back round to the actual episode, by the way. I'm not just avoiding that. We will watch it. No, sorry, we will talk about it. I've already watched it. Let's have a look at this. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
On the next episode of Doctor Who.
Many years ago, when Gallifrey was young, the Doctor and the Time Lady had been terrible enemies. They had fought over all sorts of irrelevant things, but the Time Lady knew they could be great friends.
Cool. Yeah, look, that was a fucking good clip, actually. That was actually pretty good, I can't lie. I'm worried I'm going to get copyrighted for that. But yeah, that was decent, actually. That was good. Yeah, that was really interesting, actually. I like that. That's cool. Yeah, but for me, I have my criticisms with the episode, and most of them come from a sort of fan wanky perspective, so I'm aware of that. I'm coming at this from a Doctor Who fan. What are you doing on the master screen? I do not look like Conrad! We're not doing this! He's evil now, he's a red flag. For fuck's sake. So, for me, what do I think? So the other thing was, let's talk about the actual episode itself, and we'll loop back round to the Rani and Susan. So the episode itself, I thought was really good, but you definitely felt the budget. Like, the scale was enormous. I enjoyed it. I thought the dynamic between Belinda and the Doctor was really good. I love seeing the Doctor go like ham. I like that we've got the Delta Wave. That was a fun little thing. Throw that in there, little Delta Wave. And then we've got like Shooty and like doing one of his best performances of the Doctor yet, like really kicking off. I liked it. I liked him electrocuting this fucking guy, because I don't know, I like seeing the Doctor in those situations where he does go too far and the companion does have to step in and give him those eyes and be like, what the fuck are you doing? For him to snap out of it and go, shit, okay. So I thought that was really good. I love that element of it. I think the Doctor was brilliant in this episode. I can't even talk about that. Also, by the way, like, I just want to say, look, and I'm all for people, like, if you haven't seen the episode, get off Twitter and all that sort of thing. They did specifically say, please try not to spoil it before, like, it's on TV later, and everyone's just posting the Rani screenshots, and it's just like, oh, come on, man. My guy, be a little bit subtle. But yeah, it's fine. That's fine. My biggest problem with the episode, actually, generally, my disappointment came from, right, okay, you have the Interstellar Song Contest, you've got Eurovision in space, thousands of planets and things competing, it's amazing, it's exciting, it's all that sort of thing, and not one reuse of an old prop or an old costume or anything, which I thought was odd. Because if you're ever going to throw in a weird cameo of, like, the Hikes or the Ood or some shit like that, you do it now in an episode like this. Like, I don't know. I just feel it's like there's so much opportunity there. And I know that's fan wanky of me. I know it's very me sitting there going, well, I want to see Daleks. I didn't want to see Daleks, by the way. I didn't give a shit about Daleks. I just wanted to see some random obscure shit. Like, I wanted to see a Slovene. I wanted to see an Absorbaloff. I wanted to see a fucking Hikes. I wanted to see, I don't fucking care. I want to see literally anything. I want to just see something, because you could have done quick, easy cameos there. You could have just mentioned more planets. The only planet they mentioned, I can't remember what it was now, but it was the one that Turlo's from, I think. I saw someone mention it, which is cool. But bloody hell, it's an obscure reference. Do you know what I mean? Like, it is quite a niche one. Trion, that was it. He's from Trion. Trion. Yeah, well done. So that was the only planet that was mentioned, but I just thought there'd be some more. The Dougadoo bit was good, like that. Let's go some batshit fucking weird aliens, love that. But like, we've got so many costumes in storage. They were waffling about this week on the socials. They were showing, like, all sorts of stuff. Like in the backlog, they've kept every costume and everything just in case they want to use it. It's like, this would have been the time to use it. Just stick it in the crowd. Who gives a shit? I think it's fine. Go for it. Fun. Have fun with it. Yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, Alpha Centauri was also mentioned. Like, cool. I just was like, Jesus Christ, this would have been the time to throw in some random bloody continuity points, just like random aliens. Do you know what I mean? The one thing I will say, and the one thing I'm not going to comment on because I feel like I really need to analyse it when I rewatch it, is I don't know what the political angle is, and I think Eurovision is quite a contentious political angle, let's just say. So I don't know what angle they're going for with the Hellions. I enjoyed that. I thought it was good. I do fear, because the thing with Eurovision is it has this gigantic weight hanging over it regarding Israel and Palestine. We're not going to go into that on a Doctor Who stream, but it has naturally got this gigantic weight hanging over it politically. So you're not ever going to be able to make you're never ever going to be able to make a Doctor Who Eurovision episode, especially in this current climate, without referencing that. And I can't tell whether they were referencing it or not. I don't think it was meant to be, but it's sort of like, well, you maybe should have went in that direction, because you're trying to analyse it from a Eurovision perspective and go, oh, they're silencing this planet, they've taken them. But it's more of a corporation capitalism perspective, and I respect that, and I like that. This guy coming in and threatening to kill 3 trillion people is kind of crazy. But Jesus Christ. Yeah, I thought the song at the end was brilliant. I really enjoyed that. I thought the song at the end was really powerful, actually. I really enjoyed that bit. The TARDIS doors blown off in the middle of it. Like, that was amazing as well. The assembled hordes of Genghis Khan couldn't get through those massive explosions. It's true, though, isn't it? It's true. But also, that's not going to be real, is it? Because how the fuck do they land in that? Like, what happens next? Do they just... There's just no door? There's just a hole? I mean, it'd be a cool visual, don't get me wrong, but, like... I don't know how they're doing that. My problem with Doctor Who at the minute is the pacing. It feels like they've got some really great stuff, but they wrap it up too quickly. Like that explosion at the end, that happened so quick. It's like, done. Credits. I was like, wow, okay. And I want to see that. And the Rani stuff at the end is so quick. It's so quick. It was such a janky ending to a solid episode. I don't think it's my favourite. I think it probably ranks as my... You know, I hate to say this, but it probably is my least favourite of the series so far. Just because I feel like I've enjoyed every single one, and this is the only one I've come out of feeling like, yep, that was fine. It's the ending that's put a bad taste in my mouth. Ah! It's put a bad taste in my mouth. They look at the door, and then bang. Yeah, it's a cool visual. Carol Ann Ford as Susan Foreman is crazy. I can't believe she's back. And then we get this scene at the end with Mrs. Flood. Yeah, I just... This is the big thing, is the Mrs. Flood thing. I just am disappointed that that's the reveal. I compare it to, like, Utopia. You know what I mean? I compare it to... Also, by the way, can I just say, before we continue, huge thank you to everyone who's watching. 128 people, or 120-ish people currently watching. Thank you very much. Please do stick around. We do Doctor Who reviews pretty much after the episode airs every single Saturday at 9 AM, other than the finale, which is going to be later on in the day. Do tune in for that. We've got weekly videos, Doctor Who videos coming out. So if you haven't already subscribed, now is absolutely the best time to do so. So please do. Click that subscribe button. Would appreciate that. But yeah, thank you for joining. Jesus Christ, guys. Oh, God. Give me all your thoughts and opinions then. Come on. Lots of First Doctor Easter eggs. I hated the reveal. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the reveal. I didn't like the bi-generation. I think the effect looks naff. Do you know what I mean? Like, when she like started to have the regeneration effects, I was like, okay, this might look good. But then, it's such a flat camera angle. And then she just goes, whoa! Like, I don't like the bi-generation stuff. I liked it once in the original, and it also worked better as well because they're like pulling, and then they split. It's like more natural. Whereas with this, it's just Mrs. Flood standing there, she's going, "Yeah, let battle begin." Way, fucking! It's like, what the fuck? It was such a weird. It didn't look very good. Yeah, Tales of the TARDIS Time and the Rani may be an option, but who knows? I think the Rani actress is really good, actually. I'm excited to see... I'm excited to see more of her, to be honest with you. I don't know what her name is. Archie something? It was Archie... Let me get this up. Archie Punjabi. Very excited. Don't think I've seen her in anything before. But... yeah. This is what I'm saying. You have to compare it to other big reveals in the third to last episode, like Utopia. Look at the Yana reveal, man, where he opens the watch, the music ramps up. I am the master. It's cool. Cool shit. Whereas she's just like, oh, I'm dying. I'm a time lady, by the way. Whoa. We're the Rani, by the way. I'm a Rani. She's the Rani. Definite article. Get that line in there. Fucking woo. Rani. Woo. And she walks off being like, oh, I'm going to give him some absolute terror. And she's like, yeah, that's what I said last season, bro. Come on. Yeah. I don't know. The one thing I will say is, like, much love to Anita Dobson is camp. Camp actress. Camp. Good stuff. But I like, quite a like camp performance. So it's cool to see like a proper actress taking on the Rani. And I think she'll be great alongside Ncuti. Like, I think actually, like, it'll be great. My problem is, I need some understanding. I need some understanding of context here, because maybe I'm being a bit too much of a nerd, but like... the Doctor's always said, like, oh, I know, I can sense if there's another Time Lord, right? He's been face to face with Mrs. Flood multiple times, but one explicitly in the church on Ruby Road. And what? He just didn't sense that? Did she have some sort of crap going on? And maybe that's it. Maybe because she has been trying to remain a secret, hasn't she? There have been 3 master reveals, and they all beat this reveal. Yeah, the Spyfall master reveal was better than that. The Utopia master reveal was better than that. The fucking Dark Water, Death in Heaven reveal was better than that. Every master reveal in the new series has been better than the Rani reveal here. But maybe that's the point. I don't know whether that's the point of what they're trying to do, is going, we don't need a big, impactful moment. We're just trying to do, like, something, but it was not good. It's not good, in my opinion. That was just a poor ending. I just think it could have been a minute longer. We should have had a bit more time. And here's the other thing you're missing as well. Bar Utopia, the other 2 times, is when the Master reveals himself or herself and goes, I am the Master. You know, when he does that, or she does that, where she's like, couldn't very well keep calling myself the Master, now could I? And when Sasha's like, the Spy Master, you know, like that shit. It's very, like, it's to the Doctor. And the audience is along for the fucking ride. But we, the audience, are seeing this first in a place where the Doctor... In the same with Utopia. Utopia, the audience is told first that this is the Master before, like, the Doctor does. We don't know the Doctor knows who it is, but the Doctor assumes that it could be. But the audience know that it's the Master first, but the Doctor's still in the same area. At this point, the Doctor's fucked off and exploded somewhere. And then she's just randomly talking to these random 2 guys going, yeah, I'm the Rani. And they're like, I don't care. Like, who are these people? Why are you telling them? Mike and Gary, the first people to get the Rani reveal. It's supposed to be more lighthearted, I guess. I'm excited to see what they do with the Rani, and I hope they take it on a more scientific angle, because she was always a bit more scientific. Now, I haven't seen many of the Rani stories, but like, she's more scientific. She's unethical, yes, but she is very much the kind of person, the kind of time lady, if you will, who will want to sort of, she's experimenting, she's scientific, she's playing about. She's not necessarily like, I'm gonna make an evil plan and kill everyone and stop you, Doctor. It's like, I don't think that's it. I think it's something about that. And like, that's more interesting. But I will be fucking fuming if they bring the Rani back and they just make her the Master. That's my problem. And they're going, oh, they used to be enemies, but now they could be friends. First of all, we need a lot of context here. How the fuck did the Rani survive the Time War? Because we haven't seen her since the Time War, so that's new. And then we need, literally, like, the Mark of the Rani, Time of the Rani, Dimensions in Time. That is it. It's a very, very. Thing is, I reckon the Master's Gold Tooth thing could be the Rani, and that, in which case, and also Here's the other thing as well. You remember we were talking about, like, the premiere, right? Who showed up? And right, the season 2 premiere. Actually, hang on. Doctor Who premieres of the last 2 years. 60th anniversary, season 1 premiere, season 2 premiere, and I think the Church on Ruby Road premiere. Right? We name some names who have rocked up there, right? Carol Ann Ford, Joe Martin. At the time, everyone's like, oh, they've just been invited along. They've both appeared now. Guess who else has been at these premieres? Michelle Gomez. Could we see the Master back? Could we see Missy in the finale? Personally, I hope not. Because it would be too much. But then we've got this whole unholy trinity thing. Who knows? We could have... so here's the other thing. We've got this unholy trinity. You've got Mrs. Flood and the Rani. And then a third person. Could it be Missy? Could it be Conrad? I don't know. This is the thing, when they start telling you information about the finale too far in advance, you start thinking like, oh shit, well what's... like, well, what does this mean? You start trying to piece stuff together too early. I almost need to rewatch this entire scene just again and again and again. Because for me, I'm like, I just don't... Yeah, to be fair. What are your thoughts on how much the Sonic was used this episode? I almost feel... it almost felt like a cheat key to skip over plot points. I did like some ideas from this episode, but a lot weren't great. Yeah, I don't like when the Sonic is used in that context, but I think in this it worked. Like, we don't need the Doctor fighting a couple of robots, like, bung, head explode, perfect. Yeah, like, I don't really care sometimes when it's like ridiculous and it's like it saves the whole day. But then I guess he did blow up the fucking Delta wave with it, and I'm a bit like, I don't know about that. This is what I didn't get with this episode. The way, in my mind, I would have tightened this up, where the episode resolved itself half an hour in. Like, they had the whole thing, and then they had the song. But what should have happened when they were walking back to the TARDIS is that's when Mrs. Flood should have turned around and been like... See, how much better would that have been? Genuinely. They're walking back to the TARDIS. They're talking about Gallifrey or whatever, and then mentioning Susan, and then talking about trying to get Belinda home. I know they have the thing with Graham Norton. That was clever. It was a clever way of doing it. But then maybe Mrs. Flood appears there and is dying. And the Doctor's like, Mrs. Flood, holy shit, what the hell are you doing here? This is crazy. And she's like, oh, da, 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 da. And then she like bi-generates, and then it's like crazy, and then it's like I'm the Rani, da, 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 da. And then it's like big to be continued. That would have been cool. That would have probably had more of an impact. You probably couldn't have done the whole exploding TARDIS thing, I get that, but then you could have just had them run off. I don't know. You know what I will say? I thought the music was good. I thought the music for the bi-generation was good. I really enjoyed that. When the Rani appears, the Rani's theme, if you will.
Oh, must we? How inelegant. Oh, I'm ever so sorry.
It's proper, like, choir, like, yeah. Camp as well. I like it. Very, like, yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing the Master back again with the Rani. I don't think we'll see it, but hey, you never know. It's great that we've got the Rani. Look, like, it's great that we're bringing the Rani back, and it's a new regeneration, and that's fantastic. Like, we've been talking about this for years. I don't love this episode. I don't love the reveal. Wait, what? To me, to you? Is that what they said? People are saying the Master is Conrad. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, the music was pretty good. I like that. Booked yourself the bingo card, yeah. Yeah, but the thing is that the whole flashback thing, like, I would have loved, again, the Rani reveal to happen to the Doctor's face, and we're alongside the Doctor, because we've been, I've got the beard for it. We've been sat in this thing for a while, where, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like we're sat with the Doctor going, who is Mrs. Flood? Who is Mrs. Flood? And the fact that we get the reveal, and then we're going to see the Doctor get the reveal in a week's time. So it's sort of like, cool. Like, who gives a fuck? But what, I don't know. My brain is frazzled. I'm a bit disappointed. In all honesty, I'm a bit disappointed. Like, it's probably the one that I'm least likely to rewatch, But I did enjoy the fact that it's the Rani. Like, that's, okay, very cool. But, like, to see a regeneration or bi-generation scene, I should be more excited about it. And I just don't feel like I was that excited, right? Do you know what I mean? We won't see the Doctor and Rani meeting until Reality War. If we don't see the Rani and the Doctor meet before... Like, if we don't see them meet in Wishworld... Cooked. Like, we are... Game's gone. Like, what are we doing? Why are we revealing it at the end of Interstellar Song Contest then, if we're not going to have them meet in the next episode? And then no next time. And it's not even the fucking finale. We've got... There's 2 episodes left. We're only 3/4 of the way through the bastard series. Come on! But yeah, I liked it. I liked the fact that the Rani's back. But it just didn't have that fucking wham, you know? It didn't have that hit. And I don't understand who Mrs. Flood is. So she's the Rani, yes. Yeah. I just don't understand, like... And then, like, why don't... So, you know, like, when the Doctor bi-generates? Like, yeah, exactly, lack of suspense, I just don't care. And it's like, sometimes that happens and it's like, wow. But... Maestro's cameo? Was there a cameo for Maestro? You'll have to give me a timestamp for that shit. I'm not watching that again too quickly. For me, right, when the Doctor bi-generated, I think it worked, right? Because you had a build-up to it, you had a suspense. It was new. It was a one-off. It was a 60th anniversary, so it was a multi-Doctor special. That worked. It doesn't work here, but also the logic behind it. Like, I think they're trying to write around it, so when 14 and 15 split, it's like 14 rests and goes off and retires or whatever, and then you've got, like, 15 is the Doctor. But... like, I don't know. Yeah, to be fair, you know, one thing I will say, I am actually glad there's no gods in the finale. I was really worried it was going to be like a God of Stories, like Harbinger thing again, and I'm actually really glad that that isn't the case. I feel like we're so done with it now. So yeah, but what point that I was getting at is when the Doctors split, it wasn't like obviously Shitty's the main Doctor going forward, but like it wasn't implied that Shitty's better than the 14th Doctor. It wasn't. They're the same person, right? With this, as soon as Mrs. Flood, who is the Rani, bi-generated into like the new incarnation, she's terrified of the new incarnation. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Mom. Like, you're not a fucking servant. You're the same person. What is the logic to it? I don't understand the logic to it." She got the coat. Obviously, the new incarnation of the Rani is a little bit more intense, whereas Mrs. Flood's like, "Ha, we bi-generated." And it's like, okay, cool. They are the same person. So Mrs. Flood is a Rani, whereas this is the Rani, which I think is only for the audience really, because it's sort of telling you that Mrs. Flood is sort of was important, but she's just kind of like doing her thing, whereas the Rani is like, she is the villain, which is good. I like that. Bi-generation, I don't like, and I hope, and I will go on record and say this, I hope that this is the last ever bi-generation we see for, well, ever, but ideally for like 10 years. Like, if they do it again in the far future and reuse a concept, I'm happy with that. In the same way they reused the Chameleon Arch in Series 12, I enjoyed that. But I can't be bothered. They've obviously got a TARDIS, but what's the little device they've got? What are they charging? What are they doing? Yes, ma'am. And the Rani. Yeah. I'm going to have to watch all the Rani stories and build up to this next episode, I think. Yeah, I think it will be that. I think Mrs. Flood maybe will stop the Rani. Or something like that. But I just think we've done that with the Master in Doctor Falls. Like, we've got familiar aspects here. Here's a question for chat. Let me know what you think about this. Do we think that the finale, or Wishworld, will show the 14th Doctor? Do we think we're going to see David Tennant again? I wouldn't have had any confidence in this if it wasn't for the fact that we've just seen the Rani bi-generate. Doctor Whovian 90, chill out a bit, mate, yeah? We know you don't like it. I didn't love it either, but Jesus Christ. What do you think of the Andor finale? I thought the Andor finale was brilliant, and I'm going to wait a little bit longer to tell what I thought about that on Nostalgia Bait. It's going to be a little bit of time before we do that one, because it's I've finished it. I don't think Cooper has yet, so we're going to wait a little bit longer for that one. But I did enjoy it very much. Yeah. Russell said he's going with the idea that 14 died in a whirlpool. What do you mean? Well, Susan's definitely going to crop up, but what's the reveal going to be there? Yeah, to be fair, if David Tennant almost acts like... Have my internet gone off? Oh, are we back? Oh dear. Sorry about that. I feel like we're back now. I think we just dropped out for a second. There we go. We are back now. I'm so confused. No, I'm glad Mrs. Flood is the Rani. I think it worked. I just don't like the bi-generation to get there. But I like that Mrs. Flood is the Rani. But I like that she's not the Rani for the finale, because we need like a proper. No offense, but we do need a proper strong actress to play that. No, we haven't. We got. It's loud enough. It felt. Is it? It doesn't look like the microphone's cutting out. Yeah, it sounds fine on my end. Refresh the stream. Is it? What? On my end, it sounds fine when I'm listening to it. On the stream? Oh, I'm confused. Very strange. Nope, sounds fine. Sounds fine on my end. Maybe just refresh your stream, just like turn it off and back on again. So yes, let's do Hoodle, because we haven't done Hoodle yet. And I think we could all do with a bit of Hoodle, couldn't we? Oh god, goddamn. Okay, so for those who don't know, a Hoodle is where you look at pictures from Doctor Who episodes and you try and guess which one it is. We're usually quite good at this, but sometimes a bit crap. It's a lot of fun. Try and play along with us, but don't spoil it in the chat if you can guess what it is, because I will be reading chat, so I'm going to try and avoid it. Actually, maybe not. Just fucking go ham. I don't care. Okay, here is Hoodle. The Snowman. It feels like Matt Smith, this one. No. Okay. There's all sorts of viruses that could stop the blank. Trouble is, we haven't got them on board. That's handy, listing all the things we haven't got. We haven't got a swimming pool either, or a Tesco's. What is this from? I genuinely am not recognising this at all. Spaceship. Orphan 55, maybe? No, not on board. Oh. Sanctuary Base 6. Presenting the Torchwood Archive. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's Satan Pit. Yeah, the fucking eye go down. Yeah. That was stupid of me. That was stupid. Praxius? Yeah, it's plastic in the ocean immediately. Security clearance 1. Stolen Earth. No? Oh, Santaran stratagem. Oh no, Poison Sky. Shit. Oh my god, that's annoying. 12,000 years later. Trying to remember what this is. 12,000. Definitely Matt Smith. 12,000 years later. I don't know. Bells of St. John? No. Oh, for fuck's sake! Of course it is. Yeah. Time of Angels. 12,000 years. Of course it is. That makes sense. Yeah, it's the black box recorder in the museum. And that's just sludge in a bucket. Nice one. Lovely. I don't know. Maybe that's... Flatline? No. Oh, what is this? This is... Deep Breath. Yeah. Because that's the thing he pulls out and it says Marie Antoinette on it. Beautiful. Okay, 16 even. Oh, it's Survivors of the Flux? Yeah. 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 That was an alright episode. I enjoyed that one. I remember it was pretty good. Let's have a look then.
Caused by solar flare and sunspot activity.
Well, there's a train, so Mummy on the Orient Express? No?
Well, all I can say now is that it involves ghosts.
Caused by solar flare and sunspot activity.
What is... Yeah, the train. I'm thinking of trains. Mummy on the Orient Express? Joy of the World? When else has there been a train? Nikola Tesla's Night of Terror? I'm being so stupid right now.
Well, all I can say now is that it involves ghosts.
It's the music is
Well, all I can say now is that it involves ghosts.
5 or 2 p.m. It's Wedding in River Song. Yeah.
How long have you delayed already?
Been knocking about, bit of a farewell tour. Things to do, people to see. There's
Yeah.
always more. I can invent a new colour.
Well, there you go. That's Hurdle for the day. Ooh, nice one. Yeah, the first one is the train. Yeah, there is a train in that one. Yeah, I wouldn't have got that. That's pretty good. That's good. Okay, nice one. Well, Jesus Christ, what are we all saying then? So please do let me know. What do you think in chat? Let me know what you think of the episode. Out of 10, give me a review. Oh, apparently it was Trenzalore in the episode. That's really funny. Someone's pointed out they reused the Trenzalore CGI shot from Series 7. That's funny. That's funny. I like that. 6 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 4 out of 10, 8 out of 10. I think a lot of people really enjoyed it, and I think I'm in the minority here. Also, look at my point here as well, right? Sorry, just from a filmmaking point of view. Look at this. Look at the shot. Look at how it's lit. Look at how. I mean, yeah, like obviously you've got the horrible CGI sparks from like the early 2000s, yeah. But the shot is framed really nicely. Proper focus on Jacoby. He's the master. He's staring down the lens. Flat. It looks almost like green screened. It just looks very flat. I don't know. It's a good point. It's a good point. I just think like my expectations of a good reveal have been killed, unfortunately. Oh my god, yeah, we're gonna see Mel and the Rani reunite. That's gonna be fun, actually. Yeah. I look forward to that. Yeah. Some really good characters. So let's have a look at what people are saying. Sorry, I feel like I've just skipped over you guys. Nigel Stockton says 8 out of 10. Could have done better, but still a spectacle. First thing, Jeff Brenneman said 7 because of Susan. Yeah, fair enough. There's a lot in it for classic fans, so 10. Definitely one of the weakest episodes in the series, but still fun. It fell apart in the last act. Yeah, I kind of agree, to be honest. I think when the plot wrapped up, it was like, okay, what now? And they didn't really have an answer to that question. I haven't seen Thunderbolts yet. I'm still aiming to see it at some point, but at this rate, I'm probably going to watch it when it's on Disney+. 7 out of 10, Dallin Review says. Some really good character moments from the Doctor and Belinda, but rushes the story to include the finale setup. Yeah, pretty much. At one point, I thought Helios was going to be revealed as Earth. Ooh, sorry, early morning. As it used to look like Earth. Interesting. Yeah, Utopia is brilliant. We can't top that. I know it's a hard comparison. How is the Rani talking to the audience? I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't think it'll ever be explained, to be honest with you. I really would like to think that they have a reason for everything, but they're not going to explain why she was able to break the fourth wall. I don't know. The only hope I have is that it's all connected. I hope that the Rani is the one who brought the gods in, not the salt. I hope it's that she picked up the gold tooth. I hope she's behind everything. That's what I want it to be, because otherwise it's a bit like, it falls a bit flat. Interesting. Does that mean the Rani experimented on space babies confirmed then? Possibly, you know. Oh shit. Okay. The thing is, I will say, my definitive thoughts of the episode I think it's the weakest episode of the season for me. In terms of enjoyment, it's probably the one where I've had the most issues with it. On paper, I like that we're getting the Rani back. I like that we're getting Susan back on paper. It's really cool, like, for continuity and lore, and just to see what they can do with that. But for me, I'm disappointed with the episode. I think I have a lot of flaws in it, and I think especially the reveal of the Rani and Susan just rocking up randomly and mewing, I think was probably the weakest bit for me. And I think it's probably something that I just felt very, I don't know. I just was a bit disappointed with that. I feel like there could have been some stronger stuff there. Like, I don't know. I just think I just have to compare it. It's like, how could we get this so right over 10 years ago, but now we can't? Like, I don't. Do you think, like, even compare to Whittaker's era? I know a lot of people have their issues with Jodie's era and a lot of the awkward, clunky dialogue. I get that, and to an extent, I agree. But with that, the Spy Master reveal was tenfold, like 10 times better than the Rani reveal in this episode, 100%. I loved Ryland being here. I loved Graham Norton being in here, but I think the actual reveal and how they set up the Rani reveal, that needed another couple, like another draft at least, or just a bit of a reshoot. It wasn't amazingly well done at all, in my opinion. I think, yeah, Russell's a brilliant writer, don't get me wrong, but I think that I am now, my expectations for the finale have gone from here to here. Like, I'm keeping my expectations in check now, because I'm like, look, if you get yourself too hyped up, you're going to be disappointed, because we've got Susan, we've got the Rani, we've got planet-ending stuff. I don't think I'm going to be satisfied with whatever happens, and I'm worried we're going to have another Empire of Death thing. I am very excited about seeing Susan. I'm very excited about that. I'm very excited about the scale of this episode. I really enjoyed, but I have to be real. Like, I don't watch Doctor Who expecting Breaking Bad or The Sopranos or the fucking Wire. Like, it's not... I don't watch Doctor Who to watch the definitive best show ever made for, like, adults. It's not. It's a family show, and it's the one that I grew up with, and it's one that I'm nostalgic for, and it's one that I can accept a little bit of cheesiness, and I can accept a little bit of fan wanky nostalgia bit. I enjoy that with Doctor Who. But there's certain lines where I'm like, this episode, for me, was poorly put together in my eyes. And I think it's a shame because Juno Dawson's a brilliant writer. And it's a shame because we're breaking new boundaries here. We're breaking new ground with like, the first trans writer to write for Doctor Who, which I think is amazing. And it's a shame that it's only the first time this is happening. And I'm hopefully we'll have many more in the future. This is an episode for the first time this series where I've been like, okay. And that's fine. But most of that comes with the series stuff. The actual episode itself, the Eurovision stuff, the scale of that, I thought was brilliant. It was only the reveal at the end of the episode with the Rani and Susan that I thought were kind of lazily done. And those are the bits that I guarantee Russell was putting his fingers on. You know, I think that's Russell's doing. I don't blame Juno Dawson for that at all. But I think the scale of it was brilliant. I think the idea to tie it into Eurovision is clever. I think it comes with a lot of controversial political weight, Eurovision. So I think it was dangerous territory. And I don't think they made it too bad, but I need to rewatch it to really kind of get my head around what the message was that they were going for, because it could be clunky and I might have just not clicked on it. But yeah, all in all, it's probably my least favourite episode of the series. I think if I was to rank them from worst to best, it would probably go Interstellar Song Contest, and then like a lot of space, and then like Robot Revolution, maybe Lucky Day, Lux, The Well, and then Story in the Engine towards the top. I think we went from the best episode of the season last week to the weakest this week. The feeling I came out of watching Story in the Engine to the feeling I came out of watching this is a day and night. But yeah, those are my thoughts on it. Once again, thank you for tuning in. We do Doctor Who reviews pretty much every single week when we have a new series on, which is right now. So we'll be back next Saturday at 9 a.m. exactly the same time. So if you want to tune in and you want to see what we've got to say, you want to hear more of my hot takes and spicy opinions, then pop over to this channel, get subscribed, get your notifications on, and we will be here. What are we doing? We'll be here next Saturday at 9 a.m. after Wishworld airs to talk all about the spoilers. So if you want more of this sort of content, if you've enjoyed this live stream today, I really hope you have, then please do subscribe, get your notifications on, and join us next week. For the finale, the Reality War, I'm not sure if... because it airs at 7 p.m. and I'm going to see it in the cinema, I'm not sure if I'll be able to do an immediate reaction, but I will definitely do a live stream that evening. Probably a bit of a longer one as well, who knows. But we will see. We will soon see. Thank you so far for watching. If you could, I haven't mentioned it so far, please do press the link that I've just sent in chat. And please do check out our podcast, Nostalgia Bit. We talk about Doctor Who, we talk about Star Wars, we talk about films, TV, music, video games, pretty much everything. It's our weekly podcast. There's a new episode every single Thursday from 10 a.m. We've been doing it for over a year. Guaranteed there's a brand new episode every single week. And we've got some really exciting ones coming up, including, obviously, a full Season 2 review for Doctor Who. So if you haven't already, please do press that link in chat. We'd really, really appreciate it. Check it out. Press subscribe, and yeah, go back and watch some of the old episodes we've got. We've got 62 full-length episodes on there, and yeah, really proud of the podcast. It's great. I know everyone who sees this every week is already well aware, but since we've got so many people watching today, I just wanted to shout that out for anyone who may not know already to subscribe not only to this channel, but also our podcast as well, Nostalgia Bit, where we talk about things in a lot more excruciating detail and just sort of waffle for a lot of time. It's a lot of fun. And if you like film and TV and media, not just Doctor Who, but other stuff as well, like Star Wars and films and games and music and all that sort of shit, it's the perfect podcast for you. So please do go and check it out. And again, consistent new episode every single Thursday at 10 a.m. It's brilliant. It's also on Spotify and all your other podcast providers as per. I have social media. I've got a Twitter account. I've got an Instagram account. I'm here on YouTube. I'm going to be on Twitch soon. And all those links for everything is in the description below. So if you want to see more of what I do, please, I hope you do, please do click the links in the description below. And once again, if you haven't already, please do subscribe to this channel. I've seen the subscriber count go up by like 15 or 16 people today, so I really do appreciate that. A lot of you have already tuned in, clocked on, subscribed with notifications on, but please do if you haven't already. We will be back next week at 9 AM to talk about full spoilers for Wishworld. And you can keep an eye out this week, because I will be uploading a video this week. What will I be uploading? Because I haven't done it yet, so I don't want to make any promises, but I will make a promise. Yes, we're going to be doing, I'm going to be releasing a sort of cut down version of a full Doctor Who series ranking from worst to best, talking about every series from 2005 onwards, not including season 2, because of course it's not out yet. Not fully anyway. But yes, that will be all there, so you can be excited for that to drop this week. And then we'll be getting some more exciting stuff in the future. I've got a TARDIS ranking coming up that I'm excited to do. I've got some more sort of creative stuff. And if you haven't already seen the video we released last week, which is the Space Babies Push the Button edit, that is also on the channel now. So you can pop over to the channel and there's something brand new for you to watch. So yeah, I'm making a lot more content at the minute and I'm very excited. And if you've been very lucky enough to be gifted a membership from Trippy Intellect earlier in the stream, if you're one of the lucky 25, I think it is now, who are members of this channel, you do get, and there's another 5 coming your way. Welcome to Wanderers Who, Dougito, Jimmy Angel, Louis E. Gaska, and Muazo 9. Thank you very much to Trippy Intellect for gifting those 5 memberships. And if you are a member, to those lucky 30 plus of you now, which is crazy, you get the following. You get exclusive access to emojis in the live streams. You get early access videos. Whenever I upload the videos on YouTube, before it goes out publicly, you'll get exclusive access to watch it earlier than anyone else. You also get priority reply and comments, which basically just means if you comment on my videos, if you comment on the live stream, I'm going to make an extra effort to respond and react to those little highlighted green names, because it's only fair. And if you think of any more ideas that you'd like to see as part of being a member of this channel, then please do let us know in our Discord server, which is linked below. We've got a lovely little community in the Discord server, and it's a great place to suggest ideas. If you have an idea for what we can do with the channel, if you have any ideas for content that you want to see me make, if you have any ideas for what you think member benefits should be, please do let us know. I'm going to stop promoting now and I'm going to wrap up the stream. But thank you very much for watching this week. You can check out all of my links in the description below. And yeah, thank you very much for watching all. I will see you all next week with my live reaction to Wishworld. See you later.